This is Always Be Finding, where opportunity is created, not chased.
Think about the last time you referred someone. Not the time you almost did, the time you confidently gave their name to someone else. Who was it? How quickly did that name come to you? Did you hesitate, or did it feel obvious? Before you sent the text or made the introduction, what crossed your mind? Were you thinking about whether they would show up on time? Whether you would have to explain anything beforehand? Or whether you might need to smooth things over later? Did you feel the urge to add a disclaimer, or did you just say, "Call them," and move on with your day? Now think about someone you didn't refer. Someone capable. Someone decent. Someone you like well enough. Why didn't their name come out? What made you pause? Was it a question about follow-through, communication, or how they would handle a small issue if one popped up? When you recommend someone, you're not just sharing a name. You're attaching your judgment to how that experience is going to go. You're deciding whether their work will quietly reflect well on you or create a second conversation you don't want to have. Now flip it around. Think about a time you were the client. What made things feel easy? What let you relax without realizing it? What made you stop checking in or bracing for something to go wrong? Was it one big moment, or was it a pattern of small things done well? Clear communication, no chasing, problems handled early, a calm finish. Those things don't usually stand out on their own, but together they add up to something you trust. That's confidence, and that's what people pass along. This chapter is about paying attention to those moments. The small, repeatable behaviors that answer the question every potential referrer is asking themselves. Can I put my name behind this person without worrying? We're not focused on asking for referrals here. We're focused on becoming easier to recommend.
Last week I was talking with this HR consultant and she said, the only thing I worry about when I refer someone is, am I risking my own rep? That really stuck with me. Clients want to brag about something that makes them look good, but only if it's a safe bet for them. It's not just about delivering good work. It's about allowing people to advocate with confidence, no anxiety creeping in that it'll backfire on them.
That's real. In my world, anytime someone hits me up asking if I know a good contractor, I only put my name behind people I'd trust to show up and get it right. Otherwise, nah, I'm not sticking my neck out. It's not even just about skill. It's like, are they going to keep my name clean? Are they going to make me look good? That's the whole deal with getting referred. You make it so easy and safe for other people to vouch for you. The recommendations just happen without you having to ask. And when you make an emotional connection, especially at the end and in follow-ups, you have them so thrilled, they can't help but recommend you. That's what we call remarkable.
Most folks focus on asking for referrals, but the real move is making every interaction so clear, so reliable, so confidence-boosting, so better than expected that your clients and contacts want to recommend you. It's almost like it's their idea. When you build trust and clarity, you don't have to request referrals, you release them. Here's the bottom line. Every opportunity starts with how you show up. Not just once, but every single time. Let's break down why referrals actually work. Because this isn't luck. It's about the 3 E's: effort, ease, and emotion. Here's what research really shows when it comes to referrals. Effort means making it simple for someone to describe what you do, so there's no hesitation. Ease is about removing as much risk as you can for the referrer, so they don't have to sweat about their own reputation. And emotion? That's crafting moments people want to talk about. Nobody refers you because the job seemed hard. They refer you when they feel confident in you and the results. Create moments that are a little beyond what they expect. Operate above the standard.
Let's do a quick fire round, Jake. Ready? Give me 5 real-world moves to boost your referability. Real fast, no fluff.
All right, here are 5 simple ways to be referable without asking. 1. Give credit to the client when things go well. Your prep made this smooth. People remember that. 2. Call out a clear win moment in words, something that went especially well, and name it plainly. When people can describe a win, they're more likely to share it. 3. Give your client an easy phrase they can use if your name comes up, something simple and true like, Jake's crew makes big jobs feel easy. If they can say it without thinking, they'll actually use it. 4. Always thank people who refer you. Quick text, quick call, nothing fancy. It reinforces that they did a good thing and makes them comfortable doing it again. 5. Fix a small thing fast without making a big deal. Quiet competence travels.
What I like about all 5 of these is none of them ask the client to do anything uncomfortable. You're not asking for favors. You're not asking for introductions. You're just showing up in a way that makes it easier for someone to talk about you later. Giving credit to the client lowers defenses. Naming a win gives people something concrete to repeat. Saying thank you reinforces the behavior without pressure. Fixing small things quietly builds that they've got it handled feeling people trust. All of it adds up to confidence, not hype. But the one people get stuck on is that phrase idea, because it sounds like you're handing them a line, and that's not the move. The real way this works is you say the phrase first, naturally, in context, while you're explaining the work. Not as a tagline, just as how you talk. You might say, "Our goal is to make big projects feel simple on your end," or, "We try to take the weight off so this doesn't turn into a headache." When clients hear that a few times, they start using the same language themselves. Later, when someone asks who they worked with, that phrase comes out without effort. That's the difference. You're not scripting them, you're giving them language through repetition and clarity. And if it comes out clean when they say it, that's when referrals actually happen.
All those little moments, they add up. If you want referrals to flow, you have to remove friction for the person making the intro. It's not only smart, it's respectful. Here's how you know you're on the right track. If you can explain what you do in one line, and that line feels memorable to your client, you've unlocked effortless referrals. People refer confidence, excitement, and outcomes. Remarkable is referable. So how do you start? You don't ask for referrals. You earn repeatable moments people want to talk about. First, give credit to the client when things go well. A simple, "Your feedback is what made this work so well," sticks longer than praise aimed at yourself. Second, call out a clear win in plain language. Name what worked and why it mattered so it's easy to repeat later. Third, speak about your work in a way that naturally creates a short phrase others can borrow, like, "We want to make big jobs feel easy," and let that language travel. Fourth, always thank people who refer you. Quick, sincere, no production, because it reinforces that they did a smart thing. Fifth, fix small issues fast without making a big deal out of them. Quiet competence is the most shareable kind. You'll know it's working when new conversations start with, "Hey, a friend said you're the person who makes this stuff painless." That's not luck. That's being remarkable on purpose. Start with what feels natural to you. Use the language you're already comfortable with, and repeat it until it sticks.
My go-to, turn every job finish into what I call an invitation. Not, "Can you refer me?" but, "If you ever hear someone needs this, here's a simple way to share how we help." That's a gift. Your clarity makes it easy for them. They end up thinking of you without even trying.
So, you work with a bunch of building managers downtown. I'd say, if you ever hear somebody complain about their parking lot being a disaster, just toss them my way. Me and my team will make it easy for them.
That's the win. Low pressure, high clarity, all upside. The real scoreboard shows up when referrals start sounding familiar. "Hey, I heard you're the one who makes this easy," or, "They said you keep things simple and handle it." When your words come back to you, you know it's working. When introductions happen faster and trust shows up before you ever explain yourself. Practice what we learned here today. Listen to it over and over. Stay consistent with the habits that feel natural to you, repeat them often, and let them travel. That's how you become the easiest person to recommend.
And try the repeat business habit stack in the sales section. Find it and sign up for it. It works.
Take action and keep building that trust bank. The best in this business? They're always finding the next opportunity. We'll see you in the next section.
You've been listening to Always Be Finding. Stay visible, stay relevant, and we'll catch you on the next episode.